So there are more changes to this. I was looking to see what all the meditation spot can work with. It can also work with sarcophagi, graves, as well as sculptures, and a new object, nature shrines. There's large and small nature shrines. The stony metal ones, large ones being like that. The small ones being like that. The wood ones being sort of like that blob. And the wooden large ones being this cool tree thing. They get a boost if they're away from everything. If there's man-made stuff nearby, within their fairly large range, they're not as effective. So that's a thing. The meditation spot uses any and all of these objects. So I was kind of curious to see if I could find some numbers to see exactly what would work best. But then I discovered that, and there's also a change on this. It's no longer a need that they've got. I suppose because there was no moodlet associated with it, it was a little misleading having it here. That is now generally this bar down here, which further explains some things. If we are between 0 and 25%, we can only use level 2 psycasts. Up to 50%, we can use level 4. And up to 100% then, or actually up to 50% rather, sorry, we can use level 6 psycasts. So the threshold of psi focus at which you are at determines what rank of spells you can use, and also determines how quickly it deteriorates. So when you're above 50%, while you can use level 6 psycast, it is also falling at 9% per day. So that's a thing. So if I were to go into schedule and we assign you to just meditation all the time, always, you will go do that. Psi focus gain per day of meditation 50%. So quite easily able to do that if I were to say work for a lot of this, except for maybe just like a few hours. Still says 50%. Okay, so that's that, but you are doing that. It does also give recreation, so that's good. It's solitary relaxation, though. Should be noted. If we get rid of that spot, still just 50%, it seems. Okay, climbs a lot quicker, though, but that's kind of to be expected. And then, obviously, this shrine. Doesn't seem to climb as quickly per se. There's also an anima tree thing, a rare tree with skin, smooth bark, and long iridescent leaves. They develop a unique form of psychic symbiosis with surrounding life forms, allowing them to grow in a wide variety of biomes. Tribal people have learned to psychically link with anima trees while meditating and draw focus from them. Okay, so it's a tribal thing then, presumably? Same thing with maybe the sculptures down there. Because I notice I can't actually build those unless I have God mode on, so it could be that it is a tribe research only type thing, so much like the War Veil and all that kind of stuff. Not simply choose whether the physical extremities of a single world spirit. Meditation focus strength 48%. It's a natural meditation focus type. Okay, and it just kind of sprouts grass. Link subplants 20. I'm assuming the grass fields would influence it. It is affected by the sarcophagi. The large nature shrine here, 37%, because nearby artificial structures 8% minus. Okay. So there is some detail there. The gold also being just 37%, the small ones being 24%. The large thing that's away from everything, 45%. 60%, okay. I got rid of the artificial structures and added more grass around it and grew that to maturity, but it's still just 60%, so I guess that's a thing. Cool though, interesting, very neat. Research-wise, tree sowing does give us access to anima trees. I'm not entirely sure how or why. It's nothing that we can actually plant even with God mode on. So I'm thinking maybe this is just spawned in through an event then that could be unlocked once you get that research done. Okay. Well, enough seeing what's going on with that. Man, that makes a lot of light. That's great. It's only 50% lit, but still. That's really nice, because these things need 51% to grow, so you can't choose that. That's fucking nice looking, though. That's great. Very interesting. Let's move on back to our colony. I was just kind of curious to see how I could affect things. So with all that in mind, we can see about doing some form of a tomb. I just don't really know where we would put that. There's not a whole lot of space for it nowadays, the way I've got things. One of the downsides of building like up into a mountain. I guess we could see about locking off this northern route because things can still come in from there. I'm fairly positive. See about blocking that off and just using generally this whole outdoor area. Getting a back door in this mountain, I can't remove, not exactly. There is some overhead mountain there. But we could still tunnel through it, so there's a bit easier to get through. Generally just get rid of what I can, perhaps, maybe. Just leave the stuff with overhead mountain as overhead mountain, because these rooms are also inside the mountain, overhead mountain. Really not good for infestations, but I figure like if an infestation happens, the walls kind of sort of healthy enough, we could just kind of take them in the hallway, however that happens. So I'm not too worried about that. Kind of similar like with over here, if an infestation happens out in this area, we can just simply take them. It's not that huge of a deal. But if they spawn outside the colony in an overhead mountain area, it's a lot harder to do that because they don't start contained, if that makes any sense. But we could see about claiming some of the land up here. Doing some form of a pretty sculpture-y tomb. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad having a tomb anyway, just to have the extra recreation type, because there is recreation associated with using the tomb, and the tomb's overall quality does affect how quickly you get that recreation. It also affects how quickly you reach the diminishing returns, though, of, I forget exactly what it's called, but like the recreation type tolerances there that you see. Chemical consumption 75% forward. Yeah, that'll happen. It could be that just to keep that down a little bit, I manage the social drugs and I say ClosetYeti every 2 days. And we see how that goes, just to keep that number down so we don't get quite so used to it. Because the effect is dropping off pretty rapidly. We're taking that a little too commonly. But we can see about mining that out, doing some form of a tomb, maybe even getting generally more area up here cleared out while we can, where we can. You know, we'll see. We'll do what we can. Play it by ear. I would very much like to get Ecliptics? No. Zion set up with the hand drills, so I'm tempted to switch these around to make component first, and then the advanced components, just so we have the standard components on hand to make other things. Because the, like, bionic arm, yeah, that requires advanced stuff. That's fine. The drill arm, I think we had queued up. We will keep that queued up. We need 16 components and 120 steel. And out of curiosity, 167 work for the advanced component, only 84 work for the normal component, so it'll be done in twice as long. We've got Amy working on the standard components, I think, all the time, always. Either as a blacksmith or by machining. Is this... okay, it must be a smithing job then. I would have thought it's a crafting job. Yeah, it's a smithing job. Interesting, but yeah, you do that. That's all you do. We could even see about getting Leffler working on that or so. Just assign Leffler to some form of a... oh, that's nice. It highlights the people who can use meditation. That's really good. And since it counts as a joy activity, I mean, shit, there you go. Go for it. Was that Leffler? Yeah, Leffler. You are already overnight, so that works out really well. That's fine, no problem. So we get some overnight smithing going on too, because I really want to pound those things out. And I don't really want to make another bench, so rather just have more shifts working on that one bench, I think is the way to do it. Alright, very good. Zion doing a little bit of work there, very nice. Health-wise, generally okay. Generally okay. Is it plus 4% pain? Yuck. Awful bedroom minus 4 for your awful bedroom? Oh, right, we took you out of it? Oh no, because we took you prisoner, it undid. So there you go. You have that bedroom again now. What do you think about that? Still claims to be an alpha bedroom, but that's going to drop off eventually after like 20 hours or so. Yeah, 20 hours. That's okay. Yeah, no problem so far. Good, good. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too bad having a tomb up here. It's kind of a nice spot. It's close by for the recreation. It's easy for hauling. It is a little more room that we could use too. We could probably lop off some of that. Maybe dig into the mountain a little more generally for perhaps even more storage, which I still need to figure out what to do with all the wood that we've got. There's a lot of wood out there. I can make these. I can make these. Okay. Well, that's really good. It's difficult to find a spot to put it because we have things everywhere. Like genuinely, we have stuff everywhere. Nuts. They'll just like set fire to that, I'm pretty sure. Compact machinery. Ooh, good find. It says tribal sidecasters, but I don't really believe it. This stuff isn't made by us, so that's okay. It's strange that it doesn't count. I feel like it should count these because it is still, it's not made by me, but it is still a man-made structure. So yeah, wooden large nature shrine. We'll get that up. I guess tucked away over here. It's not the coolest, most defendedest area ever, but hey, it'll work. And the small ones have pretty much just as much range to them. Okay. Fine. We'll go for that. Put a meditation spot over there so you can actually use those. And there, very good. It is what it is. Work frenzy on DOS 6 will work faster for the next 8 days. DOS 6, what do you do? Because I never remember. General construction and stuff. Hey, that's great. Do we have much for you to build? Oh, I mean, yeah, the sculpture, I suppose. Fantastic. Very good. That's a quite nice use of the wood too. I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. DOS 6, do you maybe also want a smith? Perhaps smith or craft one of those two. Whatever you want. Pound out these components, get those drill arms made up, get the drill arms attached. I wanted to look at medicine making, which I think we do with the drug table, right? Which I never actually built. Is that right? Is that right? Wait, did I even make? I never even got up to medicine production. Well, that explains that. But yeah, the drug table to make the medicine, we would need the pinoxycyline or so. A timber wolf is hunting calf 2. Let me know how that goes for you. Well, this thing just like straight up juked. We weren't even trying. Oi! We hit you? I thought we missed. Oh, bruise. Okay, you punched it as it went by and it retaliated. Alright, yeah, fair. Get up a little bit closer. What was that shot, Leffler? Leffler, you're not very accurate. Like, at all. Okay, nothing too bad. You'd think a wolf would be like significantly deadly, like pouncing you down, getting you stunned, and just like going straight for the throat, but thank fuck they don't. Could you imagine if they actually went for the throat and all that? Ugh, it'd be horrible. That'd be just the worst. I got something I could have you do, DOS 6, with your work frenzy. That's cool, you want to work on... Oh, that's already smoothed. Wow. Jeez. Alright, how about how about this then? Prioritize smoothing these when you're done. Just all of it. Pound it out, every single one of them. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good speed. Grand sculptures built. Oh, here we go. Lonely Forest, 800 beauty on it. Bears an image of an alpaca lying in bed next to her infant, a alpaca, who is looking around with an expression of serenity. 9 brewers gaze upon the scene. The well-balanced structure of the image almost conflicts with its heartfelt style. This representation refers to alpaca giving birth. Okay. So the wording of this changed a little bit, which is quite nice, because the old wording for the giving birth was like really strange. was pretty odd. And there is artistic meditation focus type, 15% only though. So there's that. Do raw materials have a meditation factor to them nowadays, perhaps? Is that a thing that I can find out in here? I'm generally kind of okay with the meditation thing being how it is if it's something that's a little bit manageable. Yeah, no, not really. Not really. Okay. Fine. Yeah, because, yeah, we could, like, 12% in here. And that's just because it's from quality, final value. You know, the quality of it matters. So, like, a legendary art would be, like, whoa, wow. Okay. Fine, fine. Does the urn count? No. Alright. We will install this. I mean, there you go, Zion. You fucking want a nice room. There you go. There's like the best room ever for you. Specifically you. And yeah, granite blocks. We can absolutely do a lot out of granite. We'll make the whole thing out of granite. How big do we want this? I mean, that's pretty big. How about like... How about like that or so? We could have a door here and here. Because that allows me then to do... If I can miscellaneous, right? Yeah. Out of plastic. Get out of here with that. Out of granite. Okay, maybe a little bit bigger, because I think it'd be quite cool to have... Let me just cancel all of the wall. It'd be quite cool to have sarcophagus, and then art, and then a gap, art, sarcophagus. So art, sarcophagus. So actually, yeah, we'd be going quite large, and we could even like put a torch in between or something like that if we want to be extra fancy with it. Like, so fancy with it. This is an absolutely large room though, so I'm gonna bring that down a lot. I hope I don't lose that many colonists that we need it to be so large. Yeah, like that. I think that'd be just fine. And a wooden door is okay. That's fine. Although, let's go jade door, because quality of the room does matter a little bit. I think with the amount of art that we're likely going to have in there, it's not going to be a huge deal. But there you have it. Man, Gambit, you are so slow in comparison to Zion. Like, so slow. What is your skill? 7. It's not even that bad. Zion's just that good. He's going up to work back on the deep drill. Man. That man is, he's quick. He's very, very quick. Yeah, I think that'll be nice, though. Maybe we get some braziers in there. 50 jade per, that's a bit much. How about marble? Marble braziers could be aight. Just 2 of them. And if we were to do the meditation spot in here, it doesn't quite fit on all of them. Unknowingly, this is like all just too large for it. Yeah, that works. No problem. Flooring wise, I don't know, probably like steel tile or something like that. I'm not sure. Heck, we could even go like fine granite tile. I mean, real 1280 to make that happen. That is insane. Insanity. That's an awful lot. We're doing good on the components. Kind of, sort of. Leffler's a bit distracted. An advanced component being worked on for whatever reason. Standard component half finished. We're going to go ahead and cancel that to encourage you to finish that one. Leva, you doing good? Doing fine. Banshees feels like shooting stuff. Banshees, do you, 14 shooting, that ain't bad. Wait, that's Leva. Banshees. No. No, you don't. The normal sniper rifles, are we ready to get those back in? I'm going to reorganize people up here too. I'm having a really hard time seeing who is what. Like, Raketa Vashbe, you are a melee. Not a great melee, but you are a melee. So, have a Warhammer. We'll throw you over to the right. Lou, you're a caster. So I'll keep you in the front because you're a pure caster. You're obviously a really good melee. Daddy Loader, super long range. Dosix, medium range. Super short range. Very short range. Very short range. Banshees, another pretty nice melee. A lot of short range. Got Scott, Gambit, and Amy. Right. Okay, so Amy into the right. And then a bunch of short range guys. Can we get a couple of you back with the proper sniper rifle? Yes. And Dosix, I think I'd keep you with the SMG. Maybe keep you with a shotgun. And ASG can have that one then. Okay, so we got a little bit of like long range stuff going on. That'll be alright. In this meditation spot, we are going to rip out. Did we get these done? Yeah, just about. Just about. Need to finish it up real fast. That won't take very long though. Lou collapsed due to exhaustion. Alright, did I accidentally have you drafted? Maybe. Possibly. To see if you had a weapon or something like that. Could be. I guess we have enough steel I could go ahead and do the tool cabinets. I guess. And I think neither of you are in range of the smith. Yeah, neither of you are in range of that. So can we switch these maybe? Quest expires 15 hours. Oh, right. Yeah, we wanted to see about doing this. I think we go for it. I'll do it for the... I'm thinking monosword? Another monosword would be great. Masterwork harp, masterwork piano. The great bow legendary. A really solid melee weapon I think would be nice to have. 2 lancers, weather controller. That'll probably make everything probably hotter at this point, honestly. Plus 10 degrees Celsius. A countdown activator, so it will turn on eventually. The mech assembler, an auto inferno turret, and mini slugger turret. But the 2 lancers, like, this isn't that bad. We got enough long range for it. We can probably manage it. We will manage. And your needs? Still not great, because I think I'm gonna just like force the recon armor onto you. Like I don't think it much matters. Mechanoids have arrived. They're just there. There's the weather controller. Oh, it's just making fog. Oh, I was thinking climate controller. Okay. Well, fog, while annoying, does affect my accuracy a little bit. I'm kind of okay with it. It's only 2 lancers, so like letting the countdown activator do its thing I think would honestly be okay. A mini slugger turret with that range of 46 cannot outrange that, but we can hang out by kind of some cover. Like we might have to disassemble some of that and just use this as cover or so to get an angle on it to take it out. The auto inferno turret, a little more annoying. Self-powered turret mounted with the inferno cannon, cannot sense target at very short ranges, like run up on it with melee is the general idea there. The mini slugger turret, oh wait a minute, the wall there complicates things a lot. We'd have to approach it from this wild angle, but we can't really make it over there. Well, we can probably shoot through the weather controller. 75% cover effectiveness. We should be able to shoot over it. It's not actually using it as cover, so we got a nice flank on it. And we'll see about, I don't know, picking on it with people and stuff. Sure. Not a huge problem. Are we kind of ready for it? I guess we can wait a little bit. Get my snipers situated. A little more Kieran, a bit of a rough mood. Also jealous of a bedroom bond animal given away of recreation unfulfilled. I don't know what to tell you with recreation stuff. That's not my fault. You guys have so much recreation potential. Have a beer, Kieran. ASG, making a small sculpture. I'm gonna have you come on out. We have to be standing here generally. We could see about taking cover behind the chunks. It's 50% cover. Not as good as a wall, but these walls are also pretty much destroyed, and their angle isn't very helpful. So let's set up a bit. The trees, 25%? 25%, yeah, not great at all. I don't know, maybe on that rock, we'll see. Daddy loader will get you, I guess, on a tree. Cannot hit target. Okay, so this is blocking. Okay. All right. Let's just go the other way and take out the Lancers. If that's the case. Because we can line of sight this thing by the mountain. This is blocked by the wall. The Lancers just out in the open. That's fine. I was gonna take out the turrets real quick and just like pick on the Lancers a little, but yeah, no. I don't want to take that out straight away to get two because that'll take too long to take out. I'd rather just bash that down with melee or something like that. Everybody having a quick meal. We got some rocks positioned. Daddy loader, I'm not sure where to put you because your gun is kind of short range. I think I keep you back. And we see if we can pick on the Lancers with two of you. It is foggy. They are laying down, but I don't think this guy can see them at all. So we got pretty okay free range here. Ooh, close. Very close. Still major break risk on Kieran though. Really? Genuinely. Also, Daddy Loader's bedroom. Awful bedroom. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do then for the very brief moment? This is Kieran's bedroom then. Just to keep the man happy. There we go. There we go. Gonna be a tough thing to hit. I swear, and some of these are hitting, but it's just not counting for some reason. Like, really? We'll come back to this later. Like, Kieran's mood is just an absolute fucking downer right now. He's drowsy and everything. It took us like way too long to get set up. It might actually just be worth letting them activate and handling it then that way. Because my chance to hit them is so terrible, it's not even really worth trying. We can wait 3 days. That's fine. I guess we'll just do that. That's probably the easiest. We'll just ignore it. Business as usual. This was Lou and Daddy Loader, I believe. Kieran. your bedroom can be this one then. And we can go ahead and give you this nicer art then. Yeah? How's that for you? Because this sculpture should be pretty nice for it. The space is the most limiting factor on these bedrooms right now. And also wealth a little bit, but wealth. That's whatever. Yeah, get those hauled and moved in there, please. Help Karen out a little bit with his mood. He is just so distressed about that bonded animal being given away. Also doesn't help that you're nervous. Mental break thresholds increase quite a lot. It's tough. Really tough. He'll be going to bed early tonight. That's okay, though. Fucking duck eggs. Fertilized duck egg. Damn it, they're reproducing. I don't want this. Come on. Give me a trader. I don't want any of this. A Smoky Trouble made by ASG. Oh man, there's a few arts actually. We're pounding these things out. Depiction of a tooth. Somehow expresses both distance and hope. Lower part of the image dominated by 1,000 yams. As you do. I'll put it in the pretty small hospital. An excellent one. Gambit 017's Freedom. It is Gambit wielding a rapier, wearing an angry look in his eyes. 8 deers flee the area. Nice. Triangular structure of the image almost conflicts with the purest style. It's Gambit's caravan defeating an enemy stronghold. Cool. We can put that in there. Fucking Kieran, man. It's recreation time. Don't worry about it. Eat a nice meal. Get some rest. Exactly. You got this. You got this. No problem. Your bedroom is slightly impressive now, so I don't want to hear you complaining about that. Still jealous? Yeah. You'll manage it. There's also a chicken statue down here. Sweat for Daddy Loader. Daddy Loader running towards a demon covered in innards. 9 cooks flee the area. There's a grasshopper off to one side. Expresses godlessness. That's a bit of a doom themed one, isn't it? It's nice. Gonna throw that into the workshop generally. Try to keep the area beautiful because that keeps mood up a lot more when they're like in a really nice area. So far, it's not very nice apparently. Yeah, now beauty here 1.5. We'll get that sorted. That extra sculpture will help a lot.